What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brandy and you're watching the Glam Belle, and today we are back playing with some makeup. Happy New Year. This is technically my first like sit down talk through kind of video with you guys of the new year. So happy new year, happy 2020. Definitely let me know what you guys want to see from me in 2020. Leave it in the comments. So today I am finally bringing you some of the new Scott Barnes makeup. He is an incredible makeup artist. If you don't know who he is JLO's makeup artist, and JLO at 50 years old, she is like goals all day long. She always looks amazing, and you know, Scott Barnes is her makeup artist. So if he's making makeup and I can maybe somewhat get even a couple steps closer to what JLO looks like, then I'm all for it. I'm on board. I'm gonna go through really quickly and tell you exactly what I purchased and what I'll be trying out. Right now I do have foundation on, I have a little bit of bronzer on. His stuff is pricey, okay? He is a celebrity makeup artist. He's been in the industry for like 20 plus years. He was an artist before he ever became a makeup artist. Like, he used to paint and everything. So he is the real deal. Like, he knows what he's doing. So I knew that these were gonna be super quality products, which of course, you're gonna pay for quality products. I have very, very high hopes for these products, and I really hope that they live up to the cost, number one, and the hype that I've seen going around about these products. I'm gonna walk you through really quickly the products that I purchased from his line. I got 4 brushes. I wish I could have gotten the full set. This brush right here is the number 60 brush, and this is called the Lip and Eye Duality Liner. This brush goes for $21. This is called the Eye Fan brush. This is the number 61 brush. This is such an interesting little brush right here. This brush goes for $24, and I feel like he uses this one a lot like in the crease. And then this one right here is called the Eye Winger. This is the number 63 brush. He uses this to help like fan out eyeshadow into a winged look. This one goes for $24 as well. And then this one is the number 62 Eye Blender. This is the one that Tati raves about, and this one is $24. The next thing that I purchased is this right here, the Chic Cheek Blush Palette. And here is what this palette looks like. It has all these blushes in it, and then these two are like blush toppers, or this one you can use as a highlight. So that's what I'll be using for my highlight today. This cheek palette goes for $58. Gulp. But again, you're getting 8 blushes. And last but not least, I had to get this one because, you know, how am I gonna look like JLO if I don't have the eyeshadow palette, right? I had to get this right here. This is the Snatural #1 eyeshadow palette. This contains 20 eyeshadows, and I am obsessed with the packaging on these. This is like a neutral, bronzy, kind of everyday, but you can do super glam kind of eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked to try this out. This is the one that got me. This is the one that hurt. This was $84. If you have purchased higher end eyeshadows like Natasha Denona or Viseart, those definitely are in the same price range as this. I typically don't go for super expensive palettes like this, but because it's Scott Barnes, I said, all right, I'm gonna make an exception, because if it's something that I will end up using on a daily basis, then I do feel like it's worth investing in quality, you know, quality products. I did also purchase the Sculpting and Contour #1 palette. I had paid for it on the website. Everything was good. I even got an email saying that my order was shipped out. But then I got an email like a week later stating that that product was out of stock. We're gonna jump in and see how this goes. All right, so I wanted to scoot you guys in just a little bit closer just so that you can really see how these shadows perform. I love that on this mirror it says, be the most beautiful version of yourself. I think that's super, super cute. And I do love this humongous mirror in here. So to start off, I'm gonna go in with this shade Vintage. I'm gonna build it up with the shade Risque in the crease. I'm gonna use the number 62 brush to start this off. There's like no fallout at all with that shade. There's like no fallout with this whatsoever. Like, that's crazy. this brush definitely does the blending for you. I mean, obviously these shadows are very blendable, but I mean, I feel like I am not putting in any work. I'm not gonna lie, this brush right here is kind of intimidating me. Not sure how to dip it in the product. Like, do I dip it in, you know, on the side or straight down? I guess it all depends on what you are trying to do. But here goes nothing. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is called Brick House. Kind of like lay the brush in here on the side. Here we go. And I feel like I'm gonna start in the center because it's like a rounded, it has like a rounded tip, so. I definitely feel like this brush would be really, really good for underneath of the eye, for like the lower lash line, but also like for this purpose, like creating that extra definition in the crease. And because I have kind of hooded lids, I'm bringing it up just a little bit higher than my actual crease. And I also kind of like to look down a little bit. So I have a mirror in front of me, basically like holding it down just a little bit as I blend. So I feel I can get better placement like that instead of like looking straight ahead. You see how it kind of closes up my lid there? I feel like this one is definitely more to like lay down color and not as much for blending. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush. This is from Sigma. This is the E35 from Sigma. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of Risque just to the top, just to kind of blend this out. So far the eyeshadows are blending like a dream. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M433 brush and I'm gonna use this for the outer corner. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Woody right here. I'm just gonna place this right here just to get more of a flat edge. You know, I'm trying to look like JLO, and her eyes are always like super like extended cat eye, just so gorgeous looking. If you can tell, I really brought that color down like almost by my nose just to create even more of a like dramatic kind of look. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the shade Hollywood, and I'm gonna start by using a brush. This is the MAC 242. Just wanna see how it performs with a brush without any Fix Plus or anything on it, just going straight in. Wow. I'm so used to like wetting my brush or using my fingers to do my lid shades now because it always like shows up way more vibrant, but that is vibrant. Then I'm gonna use the shade Saucy, and I'm gonna put that on with my finger, just blending basically that outer color with the lid just to give it even more depth. Basically, I'm trying to use as many colors in this palette as I can. Now to work on the lower lash a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the number 60 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Temptation. I'm going to line my lower lash line. Love this brush for that. I'm going to go in with the shade Sin, which is the black in the palette, and I'm going to line the upper lash line with this, just kind of pushing it into that lash line. This is so easy to use. Wow, literally so easy to use. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm obsessed with this brush. I still haven't used this brush yet, and I really want to use it. I think maybe I'll use this like to smoke out the lower lash line and then drag out that color. I'm gonna go into the shade Temptation, and I'm just gonna go straight in like this. Tap off any excess. I love extending that color on the lower lash line. Now going in with the shade Angelic for the brow bone. I'm also going to go in with the shade Laced, which is a light kind of gold. I'm going to add that a little bit right in the center of the lid just to, oh yeah, just to add a little extra brightness And then also using a little bit of that same shade laced right in the inner corner. Really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and do my mascara and pop on some lashes, and we'll be right back. Eyes are done. I used my Virago Babe lashes in the style Jules today. It's been a while since I've actually tried on this style, and I remember why I love them so much. I do have a discount code for Virago Babe if you guys are interested in checking out any of their lashes. I did add just a little bit more bronzer, and I'm using the Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer right here. I'm gonna use the eye and lip defining brush, and I'm gonna use this just to add a little bit of contouring to my nose. I am going to just add a little bit just to give some definition. This brush is so easy to use. I'm like obsessed with this brush, seriously. I'm also gonna do a little bit of lip contouring, and you can see this technique in Tati's video, and this is what Scott Barnes does on JLO. We're gonna fake it till we make it. There you can see, just with that little bit of lip contouring, it already looks like my lips look more plump. I love that technique. This brush right here is incredible for that. Now it's time to add some color to the face, and we are going into the Chic Cheek palette. I think I might mix Minimalist and Strike a Rose and see what this gives us. I'm just barely tapping it in just because I don't know how pigmented this is gonna be. That is gorgeous. Do you see how easy that's blending in? That's gorgeous. Wow. Wow. I really want to go in with Mango Fizz and just see what it does. This is such an interesting color. I just want to see what. Okay, so it almost like kind of brightened it up just a bit. I really like that. I think these are gorgeous. They blend so beautifully on the cheeks. I cannot stand when a blush like grabs the cheeks and is patchy. This is like so smooth. No words. I love it. I love it. The last thing we're gonna use out of this palette is this one right here in the glowy, showy shades. I think this one is gonna be so pretty as a highlight, and I'm gonna use my A23 Anastasia brush. Here goes nothing. Ooh, that is so beautiful. Now, Scott Barnes does have an entire palette that is nothing but highlighters, but I have so many highlighters right now that I just could not bring myself to purchase another highlighter palette. So I am so happy that this shade is in this palette. This is such a stunning highlight. I'm feeling like JLO right now. I really am. This may be way too much, but I really want to go in with this shade right here. I feel like I want to just top the blush a little bit with it. I may be like way too glowy, but here we go. We're doing it. We are doing it. Oh my gosh. Now JLo's secrets are out. Everyone can look glowy like JLo now that Scott Barnes is on the scene with his line, because hello, look at this, y'all. Doing a little bit on the nose of the first highlight. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. I'm using MAC Whirl Lip Liner, Morphe Virgin Liquid Lip, and then I'm gonna top it with the Buxom Lip Gloss in Blushing Margarita. All right, you guys, here is the finished look. What do you guys think? I am obsessed with everything. Love all of these brushes. These two are definitely my favorite. This blending brush just blends everything in so easily, so seamlessly. I feel like this little definer brush you can use for so many things. Not gonna lie, these two brushes, though they performed really well, they're just a little bit intimidating and I feel like I need to practice a little bit more with them. This eyeshadow palette is stunning. The shades are beautiful. I can see myself wearing these colors on a daily basis. You can tell that they are nice quality shadows. Yes, it carries a hefty price tag, but if you are really into makeup, you're a makeup collector, or you are a makeup artist and looking for really quality products, this is an amazing, amazing palette. I have to say, I think this palette is the one that shocked me the most because I thought, it's blushes, but I haven't like purchased like really good blushes in a long time. The pigmentation of them, the blendability, they literally just like melt into the skin and look like skin. There's zero patchiness. This highlight is stunning and this blush topper is so beautiful. This color right here excites me so much. I just think it's so different and unique, and that is again something that really caught my eye with all of Scott Barnes products, is that they are a little bit different, a little bit unique, something that you don't typically see. I am so impressed with all of these, and I can't wait to get my hands on the Sculpting and Contour palette whenever that comes back in stock. Do I feel like JLO? I mean, listen, no, I don't look like JLO, but I definitely feel very glowy and much more JLO-esque now that I have used these products. That is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know what you think. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.